Hello and welcome to Decision 2024. Today, the Democrats have nominated President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris to run against the Republican nominees, former President Donald Trump and Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. Here is currently Joe Biden's approval rating as a 43.7% approval rating, a 48.2% disapproval rating, 8.1% of the country has no opinion of the president, giving him a 4.5% disapproval rating across the board. Here is the state of the economy right now. 41.5% of voters says it's doing very well. 2% of voters have no opinion on the economy, and 52.9% of voters says the economy is doing very poorly. Here's polling for the top Senate races in Nevada. Jackie Rosen has a plus 0.4 lead in Nevada. Wisconsin, Tammy Baldwin has an 8-point lead. In Pennsylvania, Bob Casey has a 4-point lead. In Ohio, Paul Hackett has an 8-point lead. In Michigan, Mike Duggan has a 1-point lead. In the polling races for the top governor races, we just have two. In Missouri, Jason Kander has a 1-point lead. In North Carolina, Josh Stein has a 1-point lead. Here's CNN's 2024 election forecast. They currently have Joe Biden winning 300 electoral votes against Donald Trump. They have Joe Biden flipping Florida, whilst Donald Trump flips Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. Here is MSNBC's 2024 election forecast. They have Joe Biden winning 413 electoral votes, having Joe Biden flipping Texas, Iowa, Ohio, North Carolina, Florida, and Maine's 2nd Congressional District. Here's Fox News 2024 election forecast. They have Donald Trump winning 329 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 209 electoral votes, having Trump flip Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Maine at large, Nebraska's 2nd District, and New Hampshire. Here's for the Senate races. Here's CNN's forecast. They have Republicans winning 54 seats, a net gain of 2 seats, and they have the Democrats winning 46 seats. Here is MSNBC's forecast. They have it tied 50-50 with the Democrats gaining 2 seats, that being Texas and Florida, while Republicans flip Montana. Here's Fox News election forecast. They have Republicans picking up 59 seats, just one away from a filibuster-proof majority, and Democrats at 41 seats. It is now 7 p.m. and the following states have poll closings. We can project that Donald Trump is the projected winner in the state of Indiana. He will go on to also win in the state of Kentucky. He will also win in the state of South Carolina. Joe Biden is the projected winner in the state of Vermont, as well as the state of Virginia. Georgia currently too close to call. The president currently having a 17-point lead as all the votes from Atlanta are coming in right now. Here's the current electoral map. Donald Trump currently has 28 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 16 electoral votes, with 16 electoral votes currently pending. In the Indiana Senate race, we can project that Mike Braun will win re-election, defeating Brad Ellsworth. Out of the Vermont Senate race, David Zuckerman will win his first full term. He was appointed to the Senate late last year in 2023 after the passing of Bernie Sanders, but he will now be serving his first full term, defeating Scott Milne. In the Virginia Senate race, Tim Kaine will go on to win re-election, defeating Nick Freitas. And here's the Senate makeup thus far. Democrats currently picking up 2 seats, the Republicans 1. And here's the map so far. Chuck Schumer leading the Democrats with 27 seats, and Mitch McConnell leading the Republicans at 43 seats. In the Indiana governor race, Curtis Hill will win his first term as governor, defeating Linda Lawson. In Vermont's governor race, Phil Scott will win re-election, defeating Becca Balint. It is now 7:30 p.m. and the following states have pollings. Out of Ohio, Donald Trump will win this state. Donald Trump will win Ohio by double digits. West Virginia, Donald Trump is the projected winner. Out of North Carolina, too close to call. Joe Biden currently has a 17-point lead over Donald Trump currently. Out of Georgia, Joe Biden's lead is narrow. It is now tied between the two candidates. Trump and Biden are currently tied as we get the election day votes starting to come in. Here's the current electoral map. Donald Trump currently has 49 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 16. 32 electoral votes still up to grab. In the West Virginia Senate race, Joe Manchin retired from the seat, but we can project that Republicans will flip the seat by double digits. Alex Mooney will win his first term to the Senate, defeating Paula Jean Swearengin. In the Ohio Senate race, currently too close to call, Josh Mandel is currently leading over Paul Hackett by 2 points currently. Here's the current Senate race thus far. Republicans have flipped one seat so far, that being West Virginia, and we have one state still pending. Here's the current number so far. Democrats certainly still have 27 seats. Republicans have 44 seats. In the West Virginia governor race, J.B. McCuskey will win his first term as governor, defeating Natalie Tennant in West Virginia. In the North Carolina governor race, Josh Stein has a big lead over Mark Robinson, a 17-point lead currently. It is now 8 p.m. and the following states have poll closings. Out of Alabama, we can project that Donald Trump is a projected winner. Donald Trump is the projected winner out of Maine's 2nd Congressional District. Mississippi, Donald Trump is the projected winner. Out of Missouri, Donald Trump will be the projected winner. He will also be the projected winner in the state of Oklahoma, as well as the state of Tennessee. While Joe Biden will be the projected winner in the states of Connecticut, he will win in Delaware, his home state. He will win in Big Blue, Washington, D.C. He will win in the state of Illinois, former President Obama's home state. He will win in Maine's 1st Congressional District. He will win in Maryland. He will win in Massachusetts. He will win in the state of Rhode Island. However, Florida currently too close to call. Donald Trump currently has a 2-point lead over Joe Biden. In Maine at large, Joe Biden currently has a 4-point lead over the former president. Out of New Hampshire, too close to call, Joe Biden has a 10-point lead over Donald Trump. Out of New Jersey, too close to call. This is a shock here. New Jersey will be under 10 points, and Joe Biden currently has a 15-point lead over Donald Trump. Out of Pennsylvania, too close to call. Joe Biden has a massive lead so far. This is coming out of Philadelphia currently. And we can make a big projection. Donald Trump is the projected winner out of the state of Georgia. He will flip back the state of Georgia after he lost it in 2020. Getting out big rural and suburban numbers coming out for him. Donald Trump will win in the state of Georgia, flipping it back to red. Out of North Carolina, it is currently too close to call. Donald Trump currently has a 2-point lead over Joe Biden currently. Here's the electoral map thus far. Donald Trump has 109 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 74, with 85 electoral votes still up for grabs. Out of Connecticut Senate race, we can project that Chris Murphy will win re-election, defeating Gretchen Carlson. Out of the Delaware Senate race, Lisa Rochester will succeed Tom Carper, if I'm not mistaken. She will defeat Christine O'Donnell. Out of Massachusetts Senate race, Elizabeth Warren retired, and now a moderate Democrat, surprisingly, narrowly won the primary. Tom Conroy has been elected to his first term as a senator, defeating John Kingston III, who was a liberal Republican. Out of the Rhode Island Senate race, Sheldon Whitehouse, best last name in the game, will be re-elected, defeating Robert Nardolillo. Out of the Mississippi Senate race, Roger Wicker retired, and now Chris McDaniel will win his first term to the Senate, defeating Omaria Scott. Out of the Missouri Senate race, Josh Hawley will win re-election, defeating Lucas Kuntz. Out of the Tennessee Senate race, Marsha Blackburn retiring to run with Donald Trump, and she will be replaced by Stephen Fincher, who will defeat Andy Burke to win his first full term to the Senate. Out of the Florida Senate race, currently too close to call, Randolph Bracey currently has a 5-point lead over Jeff Atwater. Out of Maine Senate race, too close to call, Angus King retired from the seat, and now Cynthia Dill is currently having a 17-point lead over Republican Richard Bennett. Out of Maryland Senate race, Ben Cardin had retired from this seat, and currently Chelsea Manning, currently leading over former Governor Larry Hogan, who lost to Chris Van Hollen in the midterms by around 9 points, and now he's running against a even more controversial, more unpopular candidate. Chelsea Manning currently have a 7-point lead over Hogan currently, Out of New Jersey Senate race, too close to call, Bob Menendez currently has a 10-point lead over John Bramnick right now. This will be a very close election, and we will watch this closely. Out of Pennsylvania Senate race, too close to call, Bob Casey Jr. has a huge lead over Jim Christiana currently. Out of Ohio Senate race, too close to call, Josh Mandel's lead has grown from 2 points to 3 points. Not a big lead, not a big gain of lead right there, unlike Donald Trump, who had won the state by double digits earlier in the night. Here's the current Senate makeup thus far. Republicans still only flipping one seat here tonight, and that being West Virginia. Here are the numbers so far. Democrats having won 31 seats to Republicans 47 seats. Out of the Delaware governor race, Matthew Dinn will win his first term as governor, defeating Colin Bonini. Out of the New Hampshire governor race, Chris Sununu will win re-election, defeating Shannon Shanley. In the Missouri governor race, currently too close to call, Jason Kander has a huge lead right now over Jay Ashcroft. Jason Kander returning to politics, currently having a huge lead over Ashcroft. In the North Carolina governor race, currently too close to call, Josh Stein having a 4-point lead over Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson currently. It's now 8:30 p.m. We now have poll closings out of the state of Arkansas right now. And we can project that Donald Trump is the projected winner out of the state of Arkansas. Donald Trump will win in the state of Arkansas, no surprise here. We can also project that he will win in the state of Florida. This is a big victory for Donald Trump, a state that he needed to win in order to win re-election. However, we can project that Joe Biden will hold on to the state of New Jersey, a lot narrower than usual, but Joe Biden will win in New Jersey. Out of North Carolina, Donald Trump is the projected winner. He will win in the state of North Carolina, another state he needed to win re-election, or to win a second term. And out of Maine, currently too close to call, Joe Biden has a 2-point lead over Donald Trump. Out of New Hampshire, too close to call, Joe Biden having a 3-point lead over Donald Trump right now. Out of Pennsylvania, too close to call, Joe Biden having a 7-point lead over the former president. Here's the current electoral map. Donald Trump having 161 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 88 electoral votes, with 25 electoral votes still pending. We can now have a projection out of the Maryland Senate race. Chelsea Manning will become the first transgender senator in U.S. history, defeating Larry Hogan. This is a big loss for Hogan, as he was hoping to win shockingly, but he couldn't do it. Chelsea Manning will be elected to her first term as senator. Out of the Florida Senate race, currently too close to call, Jeff Atwater, currently trailing Randolph Bracey, a Blue Dog congressman out of Florida, currently about a 3-point trailing him by 3 points. Out of Maine Senate race, too close to call, Cynthia Dill is leading Richard Bennett by 4 points. Out of New Jersey Senate race, too close to call, Bob Menendez leading John Bramnick by 4 points. Out of Pennsylvania's Senate race, too close to call, Bob Casey Jr. leading Jim Christiana by 8 points. We can now make a big projection for Republicans. Josh Mandel, 4th time's the charm, I guess. Josh Mandel will defeat Paul Hackett, flipping the Ohio Senate race red, another gain for the Republicans, giving Republicans a second gain of the night. That's their second gain here tonight. And they can make a lot more gains if they continue to have a good night, but we can't really say whether they're having a good night or not. If they would have lost West Virginia or Ohio, then we could absolutely say they're not having a good night, but they ended up flipping those states, which were expected. Here's the current Senate composition. Democrats have 32 seats to Republicans 48 seats. Out of Missouri governor race, Jay Ashcroft will win his first term as governor, defeating Jason Kander. Out of the North Carolina governor race, too close to call, a statistical tie between the two candidates. It is now 9 p.m. and the following states have poll closings. Joe Biden is the projected winner in the state of Colorado. New York is projected to go to Joe Biden. Kansas is projected to go to Donald Trump. Louisiana projected to go to Donald Trump. Nebraska projected to go to Donald Trump, all but the 2nd Congressional District. North Dakota as well as South Dakota projected to go to Donald Trump. Texas projected to go to Donald Trump. Wyoming projected to go to Donald Trump. Arizona currently too close to call. Joe Biden has a 1-point lead over Donald Trump right now. Michigan too close to call. Joe Biden has an 11-point lead over Donald Trump. Minnesota too close to call. Joe Biden has a 16-point lead over the former president. Nebraska 2nd District too close to call. This is a district Joe Biden won by 6 points in 2020. Joe Biden leading Donald Trump by around 4 points. New Mexico too close to call. Joe Biden leading Donald Trump by 20 points. Wisconsin too close to call. Joe Biden leading Donald Trump by around 7 points. Out of Maine, Joe Biden is the projected winner. Out of New Hampshire, it is too close to call, a statistical tie between the two candidates. Out of Pennsylvania, too close to call, Joe Biden has a 2-point lead over Donald Trump. Here is the current electoral map thus far. Donald Trump has 228 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 128 electoral votes, with 75 electoral votes still pending. Out of the Minnesota Senate race, Amy Klobuchar will win another term, defeating Tim Pawlenty. Out of the New Mexico Senate race, Martin Heinrich has won re-election, defeating Aubrey Dunn Jr. At a New York Senate race, Kirsten Gillibrand has won re-election, defeating Chris Gibson. At the Nebraska Senate race, Deb Fischer has won re-election, defeating Scott Klebe. At the North Dakota Senate race, Kevin Kramer has won re-election, defeating Joel Heitkamp. At a Wyoming Senate race, John Barrasso has won re-election, defeating Mary Throne. And we can project that the Republicans has won the majority, and we can project that they'll make a net gain of 6 Senate seats here tonight. That is what we are projecting. Republicans having a very, very good night here tonight. Out of Arizona Senate race, too close to call, Doug Ducey currently has a 7-point lead over Kirsten Sinema. Out of Michigan Senate race, too close to call, Mike Duggan has a 6-point lead over Robert Ritchie, aka Kid Rock. Out of the Texas Senate race, too close to call, Ted Cruz currently has a 4-point lead over Scott Kelly. Out of Wisconsin Senate race, currently too close to call, Tammy Baldwin has a 16-point lead over David Clark. And we can make a big projection for Republicans in Florida as they keep the Senate seat in Florida. Jeff Atwater succeeding Rick Scott, who had retired. Shockingly, Jeff Atwater will be elected to his first term, defeating Randolph Bracey. At a main Senate race, a technical gain for Democrats as was held by an independent before. Cynthia Deal will defeat Richard Bennett to win her first term as senator. And here's a big loss for Republicans, a seat that they thought they had a chance in, but it looks like Bob Menendez will hold on, winning another term, defeating John Bramnick. Out of Pennsylvania Senate race, Bob Casey Jr., another loss for Republicans, as he will go on to defeat Jim Christiana. Here's the current map thus far. Republicans flipping 2 seats to Democrats flipping 1 seat from an independent. So they really didn't flip from a Republican. But there it is right there. Democrats currently have 38 seats to Republicans' 52 seats. In the North Dakota governor race, Doug Burgum will win another term, defeating Joshua Boschke. At North Carolina's governor race, Mark Robinson currently has a 1-point lead over Josh Stein. It is now 10 p.m. and the following states have poll closings. We can project that Iowa will be won by Donald Trump by over double digits. Montana will be projected to go to Donald Trump. Utah projected to go to Donald Trump. Out of Nevada, currently too close to call, Donald Trump has a 17-point lead over Joe Biden. Out of Minnesota, Joe Biden is the projected winner here. He will also win in the state of New Mexico. Arizona, too close to call, a statistical tie between the two candidates. Michigan, too close to call, Joe Biden has a 6-point lead here. Nebraska's 2nd District, too close to call, Donald Trump gaining the lead with a 1-point advantage. Wisconsin, too close to call, Donald Trump has a 1-point advantage here. New Hampshire, too close to call, a statistical tie here. Pennsylvania, too close to call, I can't talk. Joe Biden has a 1-point lead here. Here's the current electoral map thus far. Donald Trump has 244 electoral votes. He is already making gains from his previous performance in 2020, where he won 232. He flipped Georgia. That was the only flip of the night thus far, was the state of Georgia. We are probably should expect more, as Donald Trump has leads in some of the Biden states, the 2020 Biden states, such as Wisconsin and Arizona. So we might want to be careful here, as well as Nebraska's 2nd District, so we are expecting more flips. But Joe Biden has 143 electoral votes, with 66 electoral votes too close to call. In the Utah Senate race, Mike Kennedy, Mitt Romney retired, so Mike Kennedy has been elected to his first term, defeating Ben McAdams. In the Montana Senate race, too close to call, Troy Downing has a 12-point lead over John Tester currently. In the Nevada Senate race, currently too close to call, Danny Tarkanian has a 11-point lead over Jackie Rosen right now. In the Texas Senate race, currently too close to call, Ted Cruz is the projected winner, winning another term, defeating Scott Kelly. In the Arizona Senate race, currently too close to call, Doug Ducey has a 3-point lead over Kirsten Sinema. In the Michigan Senate race, currently too close to call, a statistical tie between the two candidates. In the Wisconsin Senate race, too close to call, Tammy Baldwin has a 7-point lead over David Clark. Here's the current map thus far. We have had 3 Senate seats flip here tonight. And Democrats have won 38 seats and Republicans have won 54 seats. In the Montana governor race, Greg Gianforte will win re-election, defeating Casey Schreiner. In the Utah governor race, Spencer Cox will be re-elected, defeating Neil Hansen. In the North Carolina governor race, too close to call. Once again, a statistical tie between the two candidates. It is now 11 p.m. and the following states have poll closings. Out of California, Joe Biden is the projected winner. Out of Hawaii, Joe Biden is the projected winner. Oregon, Joe Biden is the projected winner. Donald Trump spent a lot of time here, but he couldn't flip it. Out of Washington, Joe Biden is the projected winner. Out of Idaho, Donald Trump is the projected winner. We can now make a projection that Donald Trump will flip his second state of the night. He has flipped the state of Arizona. Arizona has flipped back to Donald Trump, and it looks like Maricopa County is also flipped back to the Republicans. Out of Nebraska's 2nd District, Donald Trump has flipped this district yet again. Out of Wisconsin, he has also flipped the one of 3 Rust Belt states. He has flipped the state of Wisconsin. He has flipped all states, all tilt Biden states from 2020. He's flipped all 3. And we can project that he has been reelected as the 47th president. Donald Trump has been reelected to a second non-consecutive term. The first time since Grover Cleveland that this has occurred. Donald Trump has been reelected as the 47th president of the United States. Here is the current electoral map. Donald Trump has hit the magic 270 mark, meaning he has flipped Georgia, Arizona, Nebraska's 2nd District, as well as Wisconsin as well. And Joe Biden currently have 221 electoral votes, with 44 electoral votes still pending. At Nevada, currently too close to call. Donald Trump has a 4-point lead here. Out of Michigan, too close to call. Joe Biden has a 1-point lead. Out of New Hampshire, too close to call, a statistical tie. Out of Pennsylvania, too close to call, a statistical tie. And here's the map right now, same as before. Out of California, Dianne Feinstein retired, and now Kevin De Leon is the projected winner. He will serve his first term. He defeated John Melendez. Out of Hawaii Senate race, Tulsi Gabbard has been elected, defeating Duke Aiona. Mazzarino retired, thus Tulsi Gabbard came in and swooped the nomination, winning her first term to the Senate. In the Washington Senate race, Mariah Cantwell, who kind of looks like Scarlett Johansson, she has been reelected to another term, defeating Joey Gibson. In Montana Senate race, Troy Downing has won his first term. Another flip for the Republicans. Troy Downing has won, defeating John Tester. A big win for Republicans. This is a Senate seat that they kind of needed. Out of Arizona Senate race, another big win for Republicans. Doug Ducey, despite him not having Trump's endorsement and Trump telling voters not to vote for him, Doug Ducey has been elected to his first term as senator, defeating Kyrsten Sinema. A gain for Republicans. A big win for Republicans here at a Michigan Senate race. Robert Ritchie, otherwise known as Kid Rock, has shockingly won, defeating Mike Duggan. Robert Ritchie has been elected to his first term as senator, flipping Michigan Senate seat red. And at a Nevada Senate race, currently too close to call, Danny Tarkanian has a 1-point lead over Jackie Rosen. Wisconsin Senate race, too close to call. Tammy Baldwin, David Clark, statistically tied. Here's the current map thus far. Republicans have flipped 5 Senate seats, while Democrats have only flipped 1, and that was from an independent. So again, we were expecting a +6 gain. We could be seeing a +7 gain if they win both Nevada and Wisconsin. Here's the current Senate makeup thus far. Republicans just 3 seats away from a filibuster-proof majority, but they can't get that. So Fox News might have been right. If they win both Nevada and Wisconsin, Fox News would have been right, but Democrats currently have 41 seats right now. Out of Washington's governor race, too close to call. 2 Democrats made it to the runoff. These were the top 2 in the primaries, but Bob Ferguson currently leading Doe Constantine right now. Jay Inslee decided not to run for another term after filing. In North Carolina's governor race, too close to call, a statistical tie still occurring. It is now 1 a.m., and we now have poll closings out of the final state, that is Alaska. And no surprise here, Donald Trump is the projected winner in the state of Alaska. Here's the current electoral map. Donald Trump has 273 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 221. 4 states still up to call: Nevada, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire. Who will win these states? It's now 1:30 a.m. We can make a call. And out of Washington's governor race, Bob Ferguson has been elected, defeating Doe Constantine. It's now 2 a.m. We can make a call that Donald Trump has flipped the state of Nevada. Donald Trump has flipped the state of Nevada currently. Now 2:30 a.m. and we can project that Danny Tarkanian has flipped another Senate seat red, riding off the coattails of Donald Trump. Danny Tarkanian has defeated Jackie Rosen, flipping this Senate seat red, if I'm not mistaken, giving Republicans a full Senate delegation in Nevada. It's now 3 a.m. We can project that, shockingly, Tammy Baldwin has won re-election, despite Donald Trump winning Wisconsin by around 3 points at top ballot. Tammy Baldwin has narrowly been re-elected, defeating David Clark. A very narrow re-election bid for Tammy Baldwin. It's now 3:30 a.m. We can project that Mark Robinson, despite all the controversies and everything, he has won his first term as governor, flipping the governorship red, defeating Josh Stein. Both Stein and Robinson were popular, despite the right-wingers saying Stein was unpopular, and despite the left-wingers saying Robinson were unpopular. This is a very close election as expected, and Robinson had won. He had been able to turn out more voters than Stein was, despite Stein connecting himself to Roy Cooper a lot. Roy Cooper's popularity had drained after his 2020 re-election victory, but Mark Robinson, after the scandal about him calling the child pornography in schools filth because it was LGBT related, he bounced back. More suburbanites were turned off by what he was showing. They voted for him because they didn't want that in their schools, and that's how he won. We can now project that Pennsylvania, Donald Trump is a projected winner. He has won the state of Pennsylvania. He flipping it back to red. We have one state left, that being Michigan. We could see a repeat of 2016, adding Nevada to the tracks. We might. We'll just have to wait. And like I said, Donald Trump has won the state of Michigan. We saw a repeat of 2016, adding Nevada to that list. Donald Trump is the projected winner in the state of Michigan. And look at this. The New Hampshire, I wasn't even expecting this. New Hampshire, Donald Trump has flipped the state. They hate incumbents with a passion, especially one as unpopular as Joe Biden. But Donald Trump is the projected winner in the state of New Hampshire. Here's the final electoral map. Donald Trump has won 317 electoral votes. Joe Biden has won 221 electoral votes. And this is the final map. Here is the statistical map, as you can see here. Nevada was actually determined by more than 1 point. It was actually Trump plus 2. But of course, Nevada likes to count their ballots late. But as you can see here, Donald Trump, the closest state, of course, was New Hampshire. He barely won that state tonight, but he is the projected winner nonetheless. Here is the Senate map thus far. As you can see here, Democrats got lucky in Wisconsin, as Tammy Baldwin was able to pull out more voters than David Clark, and David Clark couldn't ride his way to victory with Donald Trump's coattails. Baldwin was just too popular despite being a progressive. And here was the marginal map for the Senate race. As you can see here, Nevada was a lot closer. This race was under 1%. Danny Tarkanian won by 0.8 points. Baldwin won by 0.2 points. A very close race in Wisconsin, as you can see. Here's the final map. Republicans have 58 seats to Democrats 42 seats. So maybe Trump's second administration won't be as jammed up as the first one. Maybe he'll get more stuff done. We'll just have to wait and find out. And we can project that the Republicans will keep the majority in the House, losing 16 seats. They had a blowout in 2022, winning 52 seats, a net gain, but they lost 16 seats in 2024, as Democrats were able to win back 16 of those blue leading districts. However, they didn't flip any seats in California, except David Valadio's district, but since he was primaried out by Donald Trump, he failed in 2022, was successful in 2024, but they did win that seat back this time around. Here is the, here's the thing. Katherine Clark is the new Democrat leader. There's 186 seats for the Democrats, 249 for the Republicans. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to go follow my Twitter, @ChaoticPolitics. This is the Chaotic One saying, peace.